up over the head. Exhale, cactus shape. The arms soften through the tops of the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Gently open the mouth here and exhale. Hands return to the heart. One more time. Inhale, float the arms up. Maybe even look up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, open the heart. Stretch the collarbones apart from one another. Open your mouth here and exhale. Good. Hands to the heart. Good. And I want you to roll up your sleeves. So pretend you have sleeves on right now, long sleeves, and just roll them up. Good. I've heard and I've too and feeling a lot of call to action. Right? Now's the time to do this and to do that and show up. And I'm also feeling a lot of confusion. So we take a moment and just know that when you are rolling up your sleeves to get ready for action, that you're not actually doing the action yet. You are preparing for the action. You are getting clear with what the action actually is. So we roll up our sleeves now. And we prepare to clarify, to separate the noise away from the signal so that we may act right, justly, fairly, and we are able to defend our actions. Open the eyes, interlace the fingers together, press the palms away from you. Yeah, you can turn, you can kind of roll the shoulders, kind of stretch the side body, gently yawning awake the sides of the body as we move from the outside in. And then you can turn the palms to face in towards your heart, yes, and take a look at the center of your palms and just draw two eyes. And we're doing a lot with our mind and visualization, so draw two eyes in the center of your palms and have them, right, and they're looking at you now. So you're seeing eye to eye with yourself, you're seeing eye to eye with your thoughts and your heart and the way you act and what you do with your hands here. Squeeze your fingers tightly in towards one another and gently pull the hands away from each other. So you're trying to separate them, but they're not actually separating here. Good. Waking up the fingers, waking up the wrists, inner and outer, waking up the forearms. Good. One more breath. Take a complete exhale here. Good. Switch the grip of the fingers, so walk one hand up or down, and then press the palms away from you. So now the eyes, right, that reside in the center of your palms are facing outward. Good. Gathering kind of physical sensations, helping us comprehend this reality. And then turn the palms to face in, squeeze the fingers together once more, and gently encourage the fingers to pull apart. You don't actually let go. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Release the fingers. Good. You can roll the wrist. You can start your playlist and you can make your way into tabletop position, hands and knees. And cat and cow. Move your spine in a way that's conducive to awakening. And for a moment, grip into your mat, right? Really claw in with your fingertips. We call this tiger paw or Durga pause. And remember when Durga, the dear mother goddess, arrives to battle and she takes action. When one foot steps off that lion and tiger, you know, the whole world shakes. That is the conviction in which we want to move in the world. Right? There's no such thing as a perfect thing to say or a perfect thing to do. but there is such thing as a right thing to say and a right thing to do. Okay. Slide your right toes back behind you. Keep the foot down. And then lower that right heel to the left. Lift the right arms. Supported side plank pose. If you see what Hana's doing, she's swiveling her left foot back behind her for more support here. Good. And Chris is keeping his foot parallel to his mat. Either way is fine. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale, stay where you are. Lift your right leg slowly with control. Right? Shift your resources around, and so you find this place. Right? Take a courageous look to see if you can spot your right toes in space right now. Good. Yeah. Kind of take you off kilter, right? Good. Bend that top knee. Really squeeze that right heel in towards the right glute. And then keep the right arm up. Keep the right arm up. Good. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale. Listen, keep the right leg up. Square your stomach to the floor. Right hand down. Then right knee down. Cat and cow. Child's pose. Good. Take a scan of the right side of the body. Take a scan down the left side of the body. And today we take a journey together. I'm going to share a little story, and we'll follow this story through our practice today. So to begin, consider that all the human beings in this world, all the beings, all the living beings, all the animals, all the critters, the teacher says the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, all of them are on one side of the wall. And all the beings on that side of the wall are very hungry. Okay, so let's consider that as the beginning of the story. Tabletop position, rise the body. Extend your left toes back behind you. Keep them on the ground. Come into supported side plank. So pivot that heel down. Right, swinging that right shin back, that right foot back for more stability. And tune in here. Grip your right fingertips into the mat. Yeah, so you find more support instead of kind of shifting and dumping all the weight down into that right wrist. Okay. One more breath. And slowly begin to lift that left leg. Good. You might find it possible to take a peek at your left toes. Right. Hint, hint. Right? What's coming next? Hint, hint. We prepare. We roll up our sleeves here in a modified version to prepare us for the full version. Good. Bend that top knee and just squeeze that heel into the butt, into the glute. Yeah, and we're strengthening here. We're contracting through that hamstring as opposed to stretching it. One more brick. Claw the mat. Good. And then begin to square your chest, your belly to the floor, lower the left hand down, and the left leg is the last thing to come down. Cat and cow. Good. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Adho Mukha. Bend one knee at a time. And do those things that you do in your down dog shape. We prepare our body. And we prepare the circulatory system. Claw into the mat, please. Dig your fingers into the mat. Take a little pressure off of the wrists. Beautiful. Plank pose, come forward. Good. There's an energetic pressing down. The soles of your hands, the eyes of your hands, right, are deeply connected to the earth and your support right now. Downward facing dog, press up and back. Good. Again, plank pose. Greet your shoulders, right? Greet all the parts of the body waking up in this moment. Downward facing dog, go back. One more time. Meet yourself in the very center and the temple of your practice. Downward facing dog, back. Separate the feet, wide as the mat. Good. And just fold in this wide leg version of a Jomukha. The knees are totally fine to be bent here. Right? In this shape, we focus on the shoulders being fully extended. And if that means the knees bend, the knees bend. So grateful to be here with you, and you, and you. Today we practice how to parse out the giving that comes from a kind heart and the giving that comes from our conditioning. And it takes a lot of inner work to separate that. All right. Begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. And just fold in this shape for a moment. The hands stay down if you're feeling low back, chitter chatter, right? If you feel supported, you can lift the hands up off of the floor. Soft bend in the knees, everybody. And if you'd like to, very, very sweetly sway in a little bit. Rocking, awakening. I was telling some of my friends, and oh my gosh, I feel like that sticky butterfly that's coming out of the chrysalis, the cocoon. And I'm sticky and I don't know where my arms go. I don't know where my legs go. I don't know what my body's doing. It's not an easy time to love yourself through this transformation. But we know better. We know there is something infinitely more mysterious and beautiful. Please sink the hips down into Malasana. Some turn the toes out. I know Chris always stands up, adjust the shorts, and then come back down. Right? Good. Bring the hands to the heart. Use the power of the legs, outer legs. And let this pose be a symbol of grounding down, of staying humble, of addressing the work that needs to be done. Lift your prayer up towards the sky. The hands can separate if they separate. Good. And then come up to stand, please. Hands to the heart, samastitihi, adjust your feet. Direct your intention, direct the benefit of your practice somewhere. It might be very easy, it might be very challenging, but the sacred space of your own inner temple, you can decide. And now we begin to move our body, use this whole body as a prayer, as a meditation. Yes, we shift away from intellectualizing and we shift into feeling. And in this great shift and awakening, we tune in, we separate the noise of words, and we tune into the signal of deep feeling and deep empathy and deep, deep understanding. One more private moment here. Open your eyes. Step to the top of your mat. Good. Maybe some of you have heard of the word Jivamukti. Right? Someone who is enlightened while still in their physical human bodies. Somebody who is liberated from the bounds of this physical world. So keep that in your heart and keep that image of all beings being on one side of the wall and everybody is hungry. Hook your thumbs together. We'll flow Jivamukti style. Inhale, reach the arms over the head. Exhale, fold, interlace the fingers behind the low back and fold. Good. Lower the hands down to the floor. Step the right leg to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee down. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, rise up. Good. Liberating free breaths in the front of the chest. Exhale, hands return to the earth. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Ashtanga Namaskar, lower the knees, chest, and chin. Inhale into Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana, sliver like a snake. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, that's downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, bend the elbows, good. Inhale, up dog or Cobra Pose, always your pick. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. What does it mean to be free? Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the left leg forward. Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hook your thumbs, stand up. Little bit of a back bend. Exhale, fold, interlace fingers behind the back. Let the fist gently fall away. Good. Inhale, lower the hands down, look up. Step the left leg to the back of the mat. Lower that left knee down. Low lunge. Inhale, rise. Good. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Knees, chest, chin. Inhale, curl the heart up, Cobra Pose. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Yeah, I know I don't usually go this fast, right? Inhale, plank pose. We stir it up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. 3 breaths here. You need a child's pose. You come down to the knees and you rest and you breathe and you join when you're ready. That is part of the right action. Right? No sense in running in and doing a bunch of action when you're not ready. Like I tried to wash my dishes with my sleeves down and they kept running in and it was not very helpful. It's like, stop, roll up your sleeves, then do the work. Yes? All right, inhale, reach your left leg up. Step it forward between the hands and look forward. Good. Step the right leg forward and fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Hook your thumbs, stand up, open the heart. Pull the thumbs apart from one another. Seal the palms, hands to the heart. Samastitihi. Good. When the body is very engaged and in sync with the breath, they start to work together to shift the mind into the body, revealing a different language that requires deep empathy to feel and to navigate through. It's okay if you are in the state of rolling up your sleeves right now to prepare on how to act in this world, how to be best of service to others in this trying time. And one more moment, tuning out the noise, tuning into your own unique frequency. Feet are hip distance or closer. Chair pose. Sorry, not sorry. Utkatasana. Reach up. Good. Interlace the fingers behind the low back and fold. Yeah, unbend knees and fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach the arms, hands to the heart, or hands in cactus, your choice. Twist to the right. Good. You can stay upright. Ooh, two students doing two different things. Oh, so good. Broaden through the front of the chest, no matter where you are. Yes, we remember that we turn on the tapa, the fire of our practice, so we can literally scrub off the crap, right? Stuff that's confusing, stuff that dims our internal light. Good. So you delight that you are in this body. You are grateful to have this body. And in a way, you take care of this body by challenging it. Chair pose, Utkatasana, face forward. Interlace the fingers behind the low back and fold. One breath in. One breath out. Utkatasana, chair pose. I have a teacher who says that with a lot of enthusiasm and it helps me get in, so I'm going to try that. Utkatasana. Good. Hands to the heart or hands in cactus shape. Twist to the left. Good. All right, we change our perspective. You can't change other people as easily as we can change our own perspective. So in these twists, in these challenging shapes, yes, we acknowledge, right, this as a symbol. Oh, I can twist in chair pose. I can turn in this disorienting shape. I can also do this in my daily life. One more breath. Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach the arms. Last time, interlace fingers behind the low back, fold. Separate the palms, squeeze the fingers in towards one another as they're trapped here. Good. If this is not conducive to good breathing, smooth breathing, then you let your hands go to the floor, okay? Whole body prayer. Good. Gently lower the hands down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Let's rinse that out. Take your vinyasa here, my friends. Good. From downward facing dog, right, you envision that story of all beings on one side of the wall. And then one day, one being decides to crawl on top of the wall, and he or she looks over the wall and sees orchards. These trees are just, full of fruit. Okay, so there's hope, right? Someone took an action and saw hope. Plank pose, come forward. Good. Side plank, lift the right arm. Vashisthasana, take your variation. You can always lower the knees and do like we did in the beginning. Good. Option to lift that right leg. One more breath. Plank pose, come back. Downward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Sit in the fire. Yeah. Plank pose, come forward. Other side. Vashisthasana, side plank. Right, named after a sage. Please grip through your right fingertips. Always, always. Good. And then if you'd like, lift that top leg for a moment. Right? When we need to balance in difficult poses in yoga, we tune out the noise immediately and tune into the signal. Plank pose, come back. Ashtanga Namaskar, lower the knees, chest, and chin. Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Downward facing dog, go back. Good. Okay. The yoga is teaching us, right? Don't be that person who jumps over the wall and starts eating the fruit. Right? Don't be that person. You're not free. You're not really free because everyone over there is still hungry. Walk the hands back towards your feet. Come back into Malasana. Good. Right, sink down into this understanding, right, of you. Imagine you balancing on the wall, looking forward. Right, what you see in front of you is healing. Right, you hear the Mahamrityunjaya. Right, you see Shiva pouring water over his head, healing the whole world. You see peace. Right, you see colorblindness. Whatever you see on the other side of the wall. Now it's our job to look behind and say, hello, everybody. We need to go that way. We need to go that way. And I'm not going to go until all of us are over. When we are tuned in to our unique frequency, then we can act. Hands down to the floor, lift the hips and fold. Witness the release of the intensity. When we are tuned in, right, we know how to handle criticism. There is no such thing as something you can say that will not receive any criticism. So we act right, and we know how to defend our actions. Downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Step it forward. High crescent lunge. And this is when I know Hana. Her hands will come to her hips. She'll adjust her hips before turn her chest and then lift her arms. Or not. Know yourself. Self-knowledge and suffering. Okay? Good. Open warrior 2. When you show up with your body, when you show up with your mind, to make a point. Many of you protesting, right? Make a point. You show up. Tap into this Virabhadra. Tap into this warrior here. And how can you be so fiercely compassionate? Reverse your warrior. Slide the backhand down. Good. Reach. Extend and expand. Being open to the mysterious possibility that transcends what we know now. Warrior 2, come back. Half moon pose. Look down a little forward in front of your right foot. Good. Mind is tuned. Right. Heart is in the right place. Good. Bend your top leg. Chapasana. If you can bind, find that foot. Remember, it doesn't matter if you do or not. Okay, prepare for this transition. Begin to square your belly to the floor. Begin to bend your right knee, coming into dancer pose. Natarajasan, dancing Shiva. Take your time. Good. Hover in empty space. Ground down through the foot in this spiritual world, in this physical world. the leg up in the air, balanced in the spiritual world. Inhale 2. Exhale. Inhale 1. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose, release. Hands can be at the sides, they can come to the heart and be as steady as the mountain. My teacher, Judy Lassiter, said we need Tadasana, we need mountain pose more than ever right now to not only stand firm, right, but standing by those. This practice you are doing is no doubt for the benefit of all beings. The stronger you are in your body and in your mind, the more able you are to help others. The stronger you are, the more capable you are of helping another human being get up over that wall. Take a moment to ask yourself, what am I good at? What can I offer? You can cook for others. You can transport others. You can send the message out to others who are far out and maybe have not heard that there is even a wall. Inhale through your nose, expand through the lungs, open your mouth and let some of that go. Inhale, reach your arms high up over the head, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold the body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back, Vinyasa. Polish and shine, rinse and refine. I was using Windex, or like this vinegar thing to clean the window. Everything is yoga, everybody, by the way. So I'm cleaning, and that moment when that satisfying moment when the cleaner truly evaporates and it leaves you a clean, beautiful surface. Okay, that's this practice. That's the breath and revealing clarity. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Step it forward, high crescent lunge. Move at your own unique rate. How each of us moves in the world is uniquely different. So let that criticism of I need to do more, I'm not doing enough, right? Let that flow through. Roll up your sleeves, get clear with what right action is to you, identify the gifts that have been given to you, and then act. Warrior 2, open up. Maybe you're a wordsmith. Maybe you're really good at crafting messages. And you do that. Good. Reverse your warrior. Maybe you're really good at growing food. And maybe you bring food to those who are demonstrating. So many ways. Warrior 2, come back. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Move with care. And in this moment, when there's a lot of muscles and body parts firing up, soften your skin so that you may receive this message. Chapasana, bend the top knee, maybe you find the foot. If you don't have the foot, just keep the hand at the hip. Dancing Shiva. Negotiate through the body parts. Rotate right shoulder down, bend the left knee, and come up to stand. Yeah, it's a very difficult transition because you are bound. Shiva dancing in the ring of fire as a symbol. Everything's a symbol. How do we self-regulate? How do we even dance in times of great, great challenge? One more breath here. Tadasana, mountain pose. Hands to the heart, hands by the side. Whatever makes you feel more supported and stable in this moment. Let the breath travel through the whole entire wonderful, beautiful system that is you. Inhale for 2. Exhale, bring your awareness back into the simple rhythm of your breathing. And bring the hands to the hips. Step your right foot about 2 feet back behind you. And see if you can close your eyes and balance here. And if you don't feel a sense of challenge in the balance, bring your feet into a heel-toe orientation. So you're on a train track. All right, that's an option. Clarify the signal. Establish a healthy signal to noise ratio. You need a little noise, right? The signal comes from somewhere. It needs to have a little noise, but we tune that frequency. Open the eyes. Lift up onto the balls of both feet. Make any refinements that you need to here. Good. And then bend both knees while staying on the balls of the feet. Good. Hands can stay at the hips or you lift them out in front of you, palms facing upward. Good. The eyes in your hand looking upward. Good. That's it. One more breath. Exhale, stay. Unbend both knees. Good. And then hands to the hips, step the right foot forward. Pause. I love and adore this asana practice. And as a way for me to tune in, consider the radio station, right? You're tuning. And a big important lesson is that your noise could be someone else's frequency, someone else's signal. So we resist the urge to criticize, how others are doing something. You're not doing it right, or you're not doing enough, which is really a big mirror to I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing it well enough. So tune that out. Take a step back with your left foot. And then you choose either the hip width stance or the heel-toe stance. It's more challenging that way. And you close the eyes for a moment. And the most fundamental practice of closing the eyes, tuning out all this outward signal, what we see, yes. Tune that out and tune into the breathing. Open the eyes. And lift up onto the balls of both feet a little bit or a lot of it. And begin to bend the knees as the chest remains as upright as possible. Yeah, good. And then if you like, offer up the arms, palms turned up, like I'm here to serve. I'm here in this posture of readiness and challenge to bring forth and offer up what I uniquely can. One more breath. Exhale, hands to the hips, unbend the knees, step forward, Tadasana. Let's guide the hands in Anjali Mudra. Bring the thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye. Good. In this moment, we tune in. Have your thumbs actually touch your forehead. Make physical contact here. And we draw forth our desire, our intention, right, to think right thoughts. Guide your thumbs and touch your lips. I'm sorry, you're touching your face. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. And here we make a commitment to speak, right? Speak words of truth, courage, compassion. And guide your thumbs in front of your chest, in the center of your heart. And a big reminder here, we pursue the work, the spiritual work, but we're not bypassing. We are not ignoring what's happening in real time. And we make a promise to let this practice right here guide our actions. Right? Let this philosophy guide how we behave, how we show up, how we serve others. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Padangusthasana. Separate the feet, hip distance. And you can slide your hands underneath your feet, or you can simply hold for the big toes and fold here. Letting all that work release. And remember, there are eyes in your palms. There are also eyes residing in the soles of your feet, these chakras. And so we have all the eyes, the spiritual eyes, looking, facing one another, making sure we are all tuned in here. Release the pose, step back, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa, optional hang out and down dog, optional child's pose. Let's all meet in child's pose. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Nobody is free, really, until we are all free. Sit up on your heels. Good. Vajrasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Inhale, open the heart, crack the heart open. Let the light shine forth. Open mouth. Release any heaviness. And then hands to the heart. Good. We're gonna come lie down on our back. So sit to one side of the hips, bring the legs forward. Hug your knees into the body. Appanasana. So as you hug the shins in, you press the low back down. So there's a nice stretch, bringing out the front side of the body. Good. Spinal twist, legs to the left, gaze to the right. When we feel a sense of, what can I do? And when maybe you come up a little empty, start here. Start with, what am I good at? And when you have that, then think, who could use some of that goodness? From there, how do I get this goodness to them? Move your twist to the other side of the body. Ananda Balasana, happy baby. It's like beyond happy, it's like joyful baby. Press the low back down into the floor. Turn your head to the left. And take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, imagine clearing out the whole right side of the body. Turn your head the other way. And as you take a deep breath in, you feel your whole body with vitality. And as you exhale, clear the space from the left side of the neck all the way down. Begin to move into your final resting pose, stopping by any other poses that your inner frequency is calling you to do. You're always welcome to take Shavasana as a seated meditation as well, if that's feeling more conducive, then do that. I'm going to play a little music for us. There are 3 minutes left in class. Be here as fully as possible.